Hi everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my tutorial channel, and it's Daniela Tran here. Today we are going to work on 5 more GRE Quantitative Reasoning problems from the booklets to practice for the exam. So now let's look at problem number 6. Yesterday we finished the first 5 problems. So today we are going to continue on 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Here's the question number 6. At a club meeting, there are 10 more club members than non-members. The number of club members at the meeting is C. Quantity A, the total number of people at a club meeting. Quantity B, 2C minus 10. In order to solve this problem, we have to first summarize the question using notation. I'm going to use my whiteboard. Alright, so I'm going to say A is number of member at the club meeting. And B is the number of non-member at the club meeting. So we got A minus B is equal to 10. And A plus B is equal to C. So from here, by solving this equation, we have A is equal to, if you add side by side, you have the right hand side, the left hand side 2A, and the right hand side 10 plus C, and divide both sides by 2, so you have C plus 10 over 2. And B is equal to, just subtract side by side, you have C minus 10 over 2. See that? Now we look at quantity A and B. Quantity A is equal to C. And quantity B is equal to 2C minus 10. So it should be equal to C plus C minus 10. And we have to find out what C minus 10 is. I'm going to put C minus 10 in the parentheses. So you see that C minus 10 here, if you look back to the equation of B, you see C minus 10 is 2B. So this is equal to C plus 2B. See that? So now we have found out that quantity B is equal to 2 plus 2B. And of course, B here is positive. So it should be greater than C, because B is the number of non-members at the club meeting. So B is positive. So from here we see that B is greater than A. So we have to go for choice. We have to go for choice B. B is greater. And this is question number 6. Okay. Alright, question number 7. Question number 7. N is a positive integer that is greater than 3. And D is a positive divisor. And we want to compare N and 2 to the D minus 1. So for this problem, let's say n and for this problem, we have a guess that there's no way to determine the relationship between A and B. But in order to verify our guess, we have to point out two examples. One showing that quantity A is greater, and one is showing that quantity B is greater. So first of all, let's summarize the question. N is a positive integer that greater than 3. And n has a positive divisor, so I'm going to have dx, where d is positive. And also n and d are integer. N and d is our integer. So the question 1 or 2 compare n and 2 to the d minus 1. I'm going to use an example to show that n is greater. And one example is showing that 2 to the d minus 1 is greater. This is quantity A. And B is 2 to the d minus 1. Okay. So let's say I'm going to give an example. Example 1. I'm going to have, let's say n is an integer that greater than 3. So I'm going to use 4. And d is a positive divisor. So I'm going to use d to be 2. 2. So from here, I have A is equal to 4 and B is equal to 2 to the 2 minus 1, which is equal to 2, leading to the fact that A is obviously greater than B. Now we consider example 2. I'm going to get a very big I'm going to get a number of let's say in this case, if I use n is equal to 4 and d is also equal to 4, and see what happens. Then A is equal to 4 because it's exactly n. And B is equal to 2 to the 4 minus 1, which is equal to 2 cubed and is equal to 8. So in this case, we have A is less than B. So we have, for question number 7, we go for choice D. Choice D. There's no way to establish the relationship between A and B. See that? So it should be choice D. Alright, now let's go to problem number 8. M is 10 to the 32 plus 2, and M is divided by 11. The remainder is R. And we want to compare R with 3. R and 3. So for this problem, let's just summarize the question first. We're gonna have first of all, we are given that m is equal to, this is question number 8, and we have m is equal to 10 to the 32 plus 2. And another information is m is equal to 11n, or 11x plus r, because when m is divided by 11, we have the remainder r. And we want to compare two quantity. A is equal to r and b is equal to 3. So this is what we have to compare. Alright, so let's say here I'm going to start by m is equal to 10 to the 32 plus 2. I want to make is up here the factor 11. So I'm going to manipulate number 10 to show 11. So number 10 here is just 11 minus 1 to 32 plus 2. See that? And then using the formula of before I continue this, I'm going to show you one formula that is x plus y, or I'm going to use let's say a minus b to the n. A minus b to the n is equal to summation of hold up. It would be like, first of all, I have a to the n minus it should be a combination n to 2 of a to the n minus 1 b plus dot 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 to let's say n choose n minus 1 a b to the n minus 1, and then plus b to the n. So this is the general formula for a minus b whole to the n. So now we are going to apply this formula to number m. So we have m is equal to, for 11 minus 1 to the 32, we're going to have 11 to 32 minus 11 to 2 11 to 2 times 11 to 31 times with 1, 1 you don't have to write down. Then plus dot 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 2 minus, this is 11 choose 10 time with 11 and then plus 1 to the 32. And don't forget to add 2 at the end. So after you factorize m like this, after you derive m like this, you see that all the terms except the last 2 terms, all the other terms has 11 as a factor. So it should be right in the form of 11 times with something I'm gonna call c, or 11 times c plus 1 plus 2, so it should be plus 3. So that means when m is divided by 11, the remainder should be 3. So we have r should be equal to 3. And from here we can make conclusion that a is equal to b. I repeat, the question gives m in the form of 10 to the 32 plus 2, and when m is divided by 11, the remainder should be r. The remainder should be r, and we want to compare r and 3. So I start by writing down m. m is 10 to the 32 plus 2. I want to show the number 11 because I want to rewrite m in the form of 11 times something plus something. So the easiest way to derive 11 from 10 is rewrite 10 as 11 minus 1. So we have 11 minus 1 to the 32, and don't forget to add 2 at the end from here. And now recall the formula for a minus b, the whole thing to the n. It should be a to the n into minus n to 2, a to the n minus 1b plus dot dot time n choose n minus 1, ab to the n minus 1 plus b to the n. And from here, you see that m here is 11 to the 32 minus 11 to 2 times 11 to the 31 plus dot 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 to minus 11 to 10 times 11 plus 1 to the 32 plus 2. And now you see, like, if you look at all terms of m after you derive it, only the last 2 terms doesn't have 11 as a factor, but the other terms, they have 11 in it. So we got 11c plus 3. C here is just C just like it should mean 11 times something, and c here is of course an integer, and we got 3 is the remainder. So we have shown that when m is divided by 11, the remainder is 3, which means r is equal to 3. So a and b are equal. So for question A, we go for choice C. Choice C. Now we go to question number 9. Question number 9 is a very easy problem. xy is 8 and x is equal to y minus 2. And the question asks for y. The question asks for y. So we just have to solve for y and then compare with 0. This is a very easy problem. So I'm going to summarize the question. I got xy is 8. And I got x is equal to y minus 2. So from here, if I substitute x by y minus 2, I have y times y minus 2 is equal to 8. Which means y squared minus 2y minus 8 is equal to 0. And I'm going to factor it. So I have y minus 4 times y plus 2 is equal to 0. Leading to, there are two cases. Y is equal to 4 or y is equal to negative 2. In case y is equal to 4, then we have quantity A is greater than quantity B. In case y is equal to negative 2, then we have quantity A is less than quantity B. So for question 9, there is no way to determine the relationship between A and B. So I'm going to go for choice D. Choice D means we cannot determine the relationship between A and B. Alright, so that is problem number 9. Now let's go to problem number 10. The area of circle W is 16 pi and the area of circle Z is 4 pi. What is the ratio of the circumference of W to the circumference of Z? So, circle W, the area is equal to 16 pi. For circle Z, the area is 4 pi. And we want to look at the circumference over the circumference. Alright? So let's summarize the question. So now we have question. And the question asks for what's the ratio of the circumference over circumference. So let's do all the work. This is question 10. First of all, if you look at W, for W, the area is equal to 16 pi. 16 pi. And if I say RW is the radius of the circle W, then it should be equal to 2. It should be equal to pi times RW square. RW square. Leading to RW square is equal to 8. So we got the radius of the circle W is equal to 2 square root of 2. Now if you look at the other circle, let's say that is Z, we have area of the area is 4 pi and is equal to pi times with RZ square, where RZ is the radius of this circle, leading to RZ square is equal to 2. So leading to the radius of circle Z is equal to square root of 2. Now if we look at the circumference of W over circumference of Z, just follow the formula. The circumference of W is 2 pi RW, and the circumference of Z, of the circle Z, is 2 pi RZ. So we cancel 2 pi with 2 pi. It should be the ratio of the radius. It should be exactly the ratio of the radius. And this is 2 square root of 2 over, this is 2 square root of 2 over square root of 2. And this should be equal to 2. See that? So the ratio should be 2 to 1. The ratio is 2, 1. So let's see what choice we should go for. We go for A. We go for A. Choice A. Choice A. Alright. So that is it for today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and don't forget to look for my video tomorrow. There will be 5 more problems from 11 to 15. See you. Bye bye.